Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far, 2023 has been a year filled with many strange things caught on camera. From weird unidentified extraterrestrial creatures to paranormal entities and to many other unexplainable phenomena. So today I decided to highlight some of the most chilling and downright horrifying paranormal videos caught on camera this year. So grab your maximum fear coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest paranormal videos of 2023. Posted to social media on May 10th, 2023, this mysterious footage has been puzzling viewers. It was captured by an apartment security camera. At first, the footage doesn't seem too strange, but then when you look into the sky, you can begin to notice a few strange lights appearing. At one point, we can count 5 different lights, spread out equidistantly. It appears to be some sort of massive UFO. But this is when the footage becomes truly terrifying. Suddenly, a red laser or beacon of light comes shooting down to the ground. You can even hear the impact of this blast in the CCTV footage. And the blast was so powerful and bright that it even caused distortion in the camera, which means this was authentic footage. Nobody has ever seen anything like this before on Earth. Something just isn't adding up here. And this is why most believe that it was a real UFO sighting. Maybe this was some sort of extraterrestrial attack done in the late hours of the night, so no one would see it. Definitely one of the craziest and most convincing UFO sightings I've ever seen. Let me know what you all think in the comments. It was a dark and snowy night. A father, Mark Rossback, and his daughter decided to take their dog out for a walk through the nearby area. They live in Greenland. Mark states, "I was taking a video of my dog and daughter playing in the snow and running around when suddenly my daughter freezes and stands still because she spots something in between the buildings. And amazingly, the camera picked it up as well. Check it out." You might not see it at first, but watch the replay. Some strange dark entity is flying through the air. It appears shadowy and almost human-shaped, but is very high off the ground. At first, Mark didn't see the figure in the video until a few days later he rewatched the footage again, and this time he saw it. He was very shocked, and so was everyone else. He believes what he caught on camera was a paranormal entity called Kivitok. It's a legend that comes from Greenland. The Kivitok is a supposed malevolent spirit that has been spotted throughout Greenland. Bizarrebub on YouTube also states that it looks like a corpse just floating in midair. Skeptics tried to debunk the footage by trying to say that it was a bird or a bat or some sort of flying animal. But what kind of animal looks like this and floats like this through the air? Not any being from this planet. Sidestep Adventures into History is a YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the unknown. They travel around the world and explore different abandoned places and share their experiences. And their videos do seem very authentic, as they rarely ever capture anything paranormal. They usually just explore historic places and are not looking for anything unknown. But in this video posted on October 16th, 2023, something otherworldly would happen to them as they explored. They were exploring an abandoned property and house found deep in the remote woods of Georgia. At first it appears like a routine exploration. Take a look.
Alright, so under here, there's definitely a clear divide. Real narrow boards on the floor.
They're looking into some old well, and then they begin checking under the house. And we can tell that this place has been abandoned for a very, very long time, and it looks super old and dilapidated. But as they're taking a look under this house, something terrifying happens.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right? What is that?
Phantom footsteps are heard coming from above the floorboard, but when they check the house, absolutely no one is there. Some very freaky stuff. They were definitely pretty freaked out at this point, so they decided to film an outro and leave the property. And they did suspect that something paranormal was at play because they were miles into the woods and there was no one inside at all. But their outro was cut short when a loud crashing noise comes from within the abandoned home.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have... All right, that's it.
They don't even stick around to finish their outro, they just dip out of there as quick as possible. And as I said earlier, they don't go out looking for these paranormal encounters. And that's what makes this encounter so convincing to me. All I know is I'm sure they will not be visiting this location ever again. The following mysterious footage has been confusing the internet. The video uploaded to TikTok by UFO Worldwide on August 13th, 2023 starts off with a man shining a green laser into the sky at some sort of star or planet. But what happens next shows us that this was not a star at all. After a few seconds, this strange object in the sky reflects the green laser back to Earth. The light reflects in many different directions, sending multiple beams of green light back down to Earth. Now, what could have caused this? Stars and planets do not have reflective surfaces, so how the heck could this happen? Some speculate that this was a UFO. UFOs are said to have metallic and shiny surfaces, so could this solve the question? Some speculate that these were extraterrestrials trying to communicate back to the Earthlings. They were trying to communicate by reflecting the light back down and letting us know that they're there. Others don't really know what to make of the puzzling footage. It's crazy how many alien and UFO videos I've seen surfacing recently in 2023. It really makes you wonder. Maybe we aren't alone in this universe after all. But anyways, just like in most of these clips, this one leaves us with many questions that will never be answered. The following scary clips were actually taken by me. Okay, so I know there's a lot of new viewers now to the channel, so I feel like I need to show you guys these clips. I've included them in some of my previous videos a while ago, but they're just too crazy not to show again for the new viewers. And before I get into showing you guys these clips, I just want to make it clear that these are 100% real clips. I wouldn't come on here and provide my own personal clips just for them to be a hoax. These were just two unexplainable encounters that I've had in my life and I've never been able to fully explain. So maybe you guys can explain. So here's the first one. This one happened when I was around 13 or 14 years old. I was always a super adventurous kid, so my brother and my friends and I would always go explore in the woods and stuff like that. One day we hiked a few miles into the woods and eventually came across an abandoned house. We thought it was cool and creepy, so we walked around and filmed the property and stuff. We later found out that this is some historical house or something like that, and that the county watches over it and keeps the property nice and clean. That's why the yard is freshly mowed. But anyways, we were about to leave, so we walked in the front of the property, and we continued filming, and as we did this and as we walked by, one of my friends swore that he saw something in one of the windows. But we never saw anything, so we just ended up leaving. But then later that night I was on my phone and I was looking through the videos, and what I saw gave me the most chills I have ever had in my entire life. And I literally threw my phone across the room because I got so scared. I was so freaked out and I ran around showing everyone in my family what I caught on camera, and no one had an explanation. Pay attention to the big window in the middle of the video. You can see something moving around. It looks like a white shadow.
Second one to the right.
Yeah, I do.
We were all so shocked and still are to this day. The only way I can possibly try to debunk this is to say it was some sort of shadow or reflection, but it just looks so weird. How could the sun or trees cause this kind of reflection? And I'm not saying you guys have to believe that this was something paranormal or anything, but I do want to stress to you that I promise, I cross my heart and hope to die, that this is 100% real footage that is unedited and is not staged. Taking a look at my second encounter, and this one was much more recent. It happened a little over a year ago when a group of friends and I decided to go explore an abandoned building. It's guarded pretty heavily and blocked off by a fence, so there was practically no way for anyone or anything else to be in there with us. I'll just show you the footage.
1990. What was that? Did you just hear that? What was going on? What was that? Get the out. What was that? What was that? I think I got that on camera.
It sounded like,
Dude,
you know,
I got that on video.
And it said
1990. What was that? Did you just 1990.
It's a little hard to hear, but you can hear what sounds like metal scraping across the floor above. In person, we could tell something heavy was being dragged across the floor. We heard this literally as soon as we got inside, and as soon as it happened, we left because we felt our lives were in danger. And one of my friends even spoke to a park ranger for the area, and he said that there's no way any homeless people would be squatting inside. So how could you explain this? And the building is supposedly one of the most haunted, abandoned buildings in the entire state. So I'm not too surprised that something like this happened. But once again, I promise you this was 100% real, authentic footage. And this is some of my craziest evidence that I've ever captured. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know I have this channel where I post all kinds of scary videos, so I figured this would be a perfect fit. And if you want me to go out and do more explorations like this, let me know in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed, and now let's get back into the other clips. The following video creeped me out, so I know it will creep you out as well. The short, scary clip was uploaded to TikTok only a week ago, but not much information was given. A man walks into his kitchen to see that his cabinets are open, but he knows he didn't open them, so he begins filming. Suddenly, a disturbing, otherworldly face peers from within, then it quickly hides. You could see there was absolutely nothing in the cupboard, it's completely empty. But then as soon as he leaves, that face appears. It's just very, very unsettling to look at. It almost stares into your soul. Commenters believe that this was indeed something paranormal and that the footage is real. But others hope that this footage is just a hoax and that it's edited or something like that. But even if this is a hoax, it's still just so disturbing to watch. My apologies if this one lives on in your nightmares. Taking a look at another video of a man exploring an abandoned house. This lone explorer cautiously walks about and explores the property. According to the man who filmed this, the house has a very disturbing history, and the county had actually blocked off all access to the home, preventing people from going in and exploring. They did this because of the danger inside and the strange encounters people had in the past. The history of the house goes like this. An old man used to live in the home all alone. He was supposedly pretty estranged and kept to himself, and he kept all kinds of weird and creepy things in his house. He had a bunch of weird artifacts and such, but anyways, he eventually passed away in this home, leaving all of his creepy belongings behind. It's believed the man still haunts the house and his spirit lives on. And considering what happens in this following footage, it's not too hard to believe. People who walk by the home and look inside, and people who enter the home, report seeing tall, shadowy figures throughout, mainly on the top floor. And some have even reported hearing disembodied voices coming from within the walls. And this man's encounter confirms that these reports are true. Suddenly, a figurine falls all on its own. It's heavy and metal, so there's practically no way it could have fallen off on its own. He was puzzled and a little bit freaked out, but he continued exploring. He eventually sets up his camera in the hallway and then carries one with him, and you won't believe what happens next. The door appears to close all on its own. But not only does it close, it locks as well, and it traps him inside. Then his camera goes dead. He then gets his camera working again and somehow escapes the locked room, and as he's sprinting out of the house, his camera picks up something strange inside the room he was just in. Watch closely. A dark, shadowy being can be seen peering from behind the door frame. You can see its face and slightly see its body, but you cannot see any features at all. He runs and makes it out of the house. Just knowing that whatever this thing was inside the room with him when he was locked inside is deeply chilling. He was trapped inside with what appears to be a demonic entity. He was very affected by this encounter and was petrified. For good reason. I feel like anybody in that situation would have the same reaction, and that they would be scarred for life. But anyways, just some really creepy paranormal footage. On June 17th, 2023, a mysterious event would take place. A family were driving down the road when their dash cam captured this. In the distance, a huge beacon of light appears from the sky. It almost looks like lightning, but it's way too big and long-lasting to be lightning. And it's perfectly straight. Lightning does not appear like this. This strange beacon of light stays for about 7 seconds until it ultimately disappears, leaving the family and everyone else baffled. What could cause a strange phenomenon like this? Because of how weird and unnatural it was, online users leaned into the paranormal realm for an explanation. Some think it could have been from a UFO or aliens, but others think it could have been some kind of glitch in the Matrix, something that us humans were not meant to see. Those are the two leading theories. Other than that, not much was said about the footage. But I'm curious to hear what you all have to say about it. Let us know in the comments. Taking a look at a short, creepy video. A girl wakes up in the middle of the night to see some strange behavior from her dog. It was apparently 2 in the morning when this happened.
Red. Red.
Imagine waking up at 2 in the morning and this is what you see. You can't tell me this dog doesn't look possessed. Look at the way it's smiling and looking over at the girl filming the video. It's just deeply unsettling. If I woke up in the middle of the night and saw my dog doing this, he ain't sleeping with me anymore. But not much context was given, just that the girl was freaked out. And it seems as if since this encounter that everything has returned to normal, as no more videos of this dog have surfaced. But what would you guys do if your dog started acting like this? Let me know. This video here shows an arguing couple. It seems like some pretty normal footage initially besides the argument of the couple, but it's not the argument that has viewers perplexed. It's what takes place during this argument. They talk for a few minutes until suddenly this happens.
Mean to do. They're not like planning on, you know.
It feels to hang out with a group of people.
They want you there. They like you a lot. No, they don't. They
That's the only reason.
yeah, right. That's just how they.
A plate flies out of one of the cabinets and shatters on the floor. This is when the woman storms out of the room, but then something else occurs. But they are the only ones home and no one else is around to have flung these plates. A very weird and mysterious piece of footage. The leading theory was that this was the work of a ghost or spirit, and it seems like the ghost was trying to distract them from their argument by throwing these plates in bowls. And as soon as the woman leaves, it seems to target the man Damien in the footage. When I first watched this footage, I thought maybe it was like a relative of the woman or something that was trying to look out for her and was mad at Damien for arguing with the woman. That was just one of my theories. So what do you guys think? Is this authentic footage of a poltergeist? Or is it all just a clever hoax? And I hope you all enjoyed today's clips. Alright, I think it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 2,000 likes for another one of these scary paranormal videos. And if you want to get to know me more, or you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear YT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 4% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And be sure to check out my merch, it's in the description down below. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.